Hi, I'm George Funk. This is my Pecha Kucha on values. Today I'm going to be talking about my values, James Madison's values in general, and how I can relate my values into the communities that I'm in. So first off, values are something of importance to somebody. So my values are respect, teamwork, determination, humbleness, and faith, and they are all very important to me because they help form who I am and help form my personality. So first off is respect, which basically means that nobody is above somebody else. And so an example of that is like if I'm working with a friend, if I'm talking, he's not just going to interrupt because that's just disrespectful. And so I won't disrespect him, and the fact that I won't interrupt while he's talking. Next up is teamwork. It kind of goes along with respect because as a team you need to respect each other and work together. But it basically means that everyone working means everybody who works together needs to achieve something better than if they were alone. So if I'm working with multiple people, then we should be able to make something better than if I was working alone. Next up is determination. Which basically means you just need to finish what you started. So if I start a project or homework or any type of assignment, I'm going to finish that before I do anything else. So like if something comes up, I'm not just going to quit. I'm going to actually finish it. And finally, we have, next we have humbleness, which leads back to respect. Because if I'm humble, I'm not going to go and brag about all this stuff. I'm just going to be like, okay, this is who I am. This is what I've done. I don't need to tell you because I know what I've done, and I need to stay humble. Next is faith, and I don't mean the religious type, but it's very similar. I mean, if I'm working in a team, then I expect them to do their work, and they expect me to do my work. So no one's going to be doing anybody else's work because we have faith that they're going to do it. Next, I'm going to be talking about Madison's values, especially the engineering. They are very similar to what I have. They're not identical, but they are very similar. So first off, I have learning, which to me, that means you don't ever want to stop learning. You just keep going in life and every day learn something new, no matter what it is, even if it's like 2 + 2 = 4, or if it's something huge like physics. So it can be as boring as, like, to me, econ is extremely boring, but it could also be as fun as like making Jello. Next up is collaboration, which is very similar to mine of teamwork. Because basically you are working as a team to get something done and to achieve something greater than if you were alone. So it goes right along with teamwork. Next up is generosity. This was in my top 10 values, but it did not make it into this PowerPoint. So it hits very close to home with me, which definition really means giving to someone else without wanting to receive anything back. So like if I give a homeless man money, I don't expect him to pay me back with anything. I just expect I expect me to be generous and just give him money. Next we have respect, which goes very similar with what I have. Actually, that's exactly what I have. And so really, again, it just means no one is above anybody else. So don't be disrespectful to somebody, just be respectful. Next up is excellence. Which, like, everything you need to do, you need to be good at it. Like, you need to be giving it your all every single time, no matter, like, even in this presentation, it's not just, I'm going to present, like, excellently. I'm just going to do all the little things before, like, practicing, getting all the slides right and whatnot. And so now I want to talk about being an example in my communities. That's in my family, that's in Madison Engineering, that's in this community, or the SICE, and JMU, and engineering profession in general. And so first off, in family, I will never let them down. I will always do my part and show up. So I will never try to be late. I will work with them and to find a better solution, and I will try to be excellent in everything that I do. Next up is JMU Engineering. I will always do my homework no matter how late I have to stay up or whatever the consequences are. I will always listen to the professors, any guest speakers that they might bring in. I will never disrupt the class no matter what. Even if I come in late for an accident, then I will just like quietly go to my chair. Next, I have SICE, which I will try to keep my grades up as best as I can, so I can show that we are a smart group of people and we're not just a couple smart people mixed in with some not so smart people. Next up, I have engineering as a job, which I will always do my work. Or excuse me, I have JMU is up next, and so I will do my part. And not to do anything stupid or illegal, such as like drugs or alcohol, or do anything stupid with the cops, because that just puts a bad rep to JMU. Next up, I have the engineering job. So I will always work hard, do my part, work efficiently and on time, and I won't quit on anybody, no matter how hard the job may be. I will always stay true to who I am and not ever do something that's not who I am. That's like who I want to be. I want to stay humble like that. And so to wrap it up, my values are very important to me. They show who I am and what I do. And I want to be an example to everyone around me, no matter what community that I'm in. And then my bibliography is coming up. Cool. Thank you.